Cool.
Hey, it's Staff Sergeant Moe. I'm down here at the U.S. Courthouse. We've got John here. Look at that. We're live. We're connected. We were just wondering if we could connect because he's already jamming up. So we're trying it out. And right over here, DSHS is already coming down to talk to BJ Silver and Doug Knowles. So we've got people here all around. Hello.
How have you been?
I'm fine. So this is just the start. We just got here. We're real early. What time is it again? It is 7:53, so we're an hour early. A lot of people are not here just yet. A lot of people from out of town. Where is he from? Or we got Chris Riles here. Hey, you guys mind being on live?
What's that?
You mind being on live? The camera's pointed away.
I don't care.
Well, we're live.
I don't want to be dead.
Okay, well, he's live.
I'm alive.
He's alive.
I'm alive.
We have a lot of people I didn't even know were coming and already here this morning. Do you mind being on live? I'm just sort of panning through. So the cameras are up and running. This one is working out just fine. All right. And this is just the start. People started gathering here over a half hour ago. We got Tammy Hill here. John?
The pillars were not allowed to be in.
Oh, let's get...
Dollar went just like that. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm a customer. That was that.
We're just saying hi to everybody.
Oh, hello.
Hello, everybody.
We're just doing our tea bags.
Oh, yep. Well, you know.
Be careful with that term.
I know. We're cracking up laughing.
Yeah. The Boston Tea Party's getting ready. So I guess we'll just join the conversation. Looks like it's a good conversation.
Is there a restaurant? Okay, go in. Can I go in? I'm scared to death.
You can actually go up to the building and just you have to go through security. You have your ID?
You have your ID and keep it minimal. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
Otherwise,
yeah, have that conversation.
Do they allow you to use their restaurant?
As long as you buy Plan B, would you guys mind doing like in this area right here? The only exception to that would be like this area. Right. I mean, we'd have to keep that area clear. It's short of that. Yeah. That's a good point.
I don't want to create a safety issue. I don't want people walking in the street, having to walk through a crowd if they're coming down. We can stay out of the way as possible.
And that's what we're here to do. We're here to try to facilitate the best we can. If we start seeing those types of problems, we'll either talk with you in addition to talk with the folks that are walking back and forth, so everybody kind of knows where everybody stands, if you will. Obviously, we can't block the sidewalk. In addition to that, we can't block the So until I talk with those guys at the top, let's kind of look at.
But no, these guys are good. They'll bring other people in and stuff. They'll solve issues that we have with the court security. They'll help us we haven't had, especially with what's happening. We've only had one time. Those guys came in was biodiversity. Yeah.
Out of all the different things.
I think we're good. Obviously emotional high, but I don't think they're out of control. We're good people. So much right.
If you see someone, you know what I mean. Yeah. Right. People come from all over the country.
That's amazing.
It's my first time. Really? I don't know. I
Lorraine just said Idaho here on Facebook. So we got a lot. We got Idaho representing right here. Got a lot from Idaho, Oregon, Washington, California. So terms are being understood for peaceful intent, peaceful demonstration.
That's kind of where we have to go and understand this. This whole area, including this area here, is failed to permit. Guys don't have a permit. So by law, we can ask you to leave. We're not going to do that. We're going to facilitate. But because there's no permit, basically everything's off the table, and I have to go back to
The last thing we want to do is have a problem. I have a hard time getting a permit for U.S.
Agreed. But unfortunately, this is like a closed property. And that's what
I'm not going to cause you problems.
I know.
But we are going to adjust, and we are going to have this.
Understand.
There's public property at that point.
Understand. And I'm not arguing that point. I'm just saying there's easier ways to do it.
Yeah, exactly. We're working together. Okay.
So, all right, BJ, I'll be in touch. Thanks. You bet.
We got the Bundys here, and Miss Margaret. Good morning. Oh yeah, there's a lot more on the backside. Let's bring you guys to the backside, and then already more officers coming out. I haven't seen them on the backside yet, but I was told they were. I'll go around. He said I have to record off the property, so we'll go around. They said I have to record off that property, off the stairs. So I was just going around. Jennifer's here. Hi. We're live already. Hi, sweetie. I'm going around. I want to go see what's in the back. Good morning, Ashley. I'm sorry. Good morning, baby. Good morning. Good to see you. I'll go to the back in a minute.
To give closing arguments without approving it first before the judge and the prosecutor. That's just some of the things that's happening down here this morning. We're going to hear those motions here in about an hour at 9 o'clock. And we'll be down here, looks like, most of the day. There's a lot of people come from all over to be part of this morning. I see boxes and bags of tea that are being prepared right now. And I know there's a lot of people that's going to be outside this morning. And I'm not for sure what the plans are on that. I just know there's a lot of people that's come to stand here for these guys and make a statement. I'm sure there will be a lot of live streams today from a lot of people. Sergeant Moe's down here. She's right here standing on the other side of my camera there for a minute. And she's live streaming also.
Look, you're too tall.
There'll be Eric Parker, his wife Andrea. She's going to be down here. And I'm sure she's going to have several too. So we're asking everyone to show up down here and show support for these guys. This is totally wrong how this court is abusing these guys, not allowing them to testify on their own defense, shutting down all witnesses, that they won't even, it looks like, even have a single witness on their behalf because of what this court and this judge is allowing to happen here, which is totally unconstitutional. It's such a gross neglect. To me, it's to do this to a guy that's fighting for his life is worse than taking away your Second Amendment right and your First Amendment right, because they've already been taken away. But taking away your right to defend yourself, to testify on your own behalf, it's just beyond words.
And to peacefully assemble, even if it's federal property, so to speak, or these sidewalks and the controls and limitations that they have for peaceful assemblies and demonstrations, but the massive amount of controls and limitations that they provide for such things, it's just unconstitutional for property that belongs to we the people. But they keep talking about if the owner belongs to the government that we pay
Yeah.
Through our taxes, our tax dollars that Americans pay, there's demonstrations all around this country constantly and riots that they don't even control.
That's some of the
and then they come here and they control us and limit us. I can't even go up the stairs to record.
At least the owner doesn't want us to, right?
Yeah. The owner. That's the government. That is the federal government. That's you, we the people.
Yeah.
We're the owner.
Briefly overheard that a while ago, and the marshals were telling us, or the Homeland Security, that we're not allowed to go up on the steps because the owner of the courthouse doesn't want us to.
And we don't want to be and can't linger either up there. It's to go to and from the doors, inside the doors.
Well, please come down here and join us if you can.
There's Mike.
We will have
with us up from Washington
today, and we're going to keep you updated. I'm going to be in the courtroom along with several others.
Gina.
We even got Gina here.
I just went to go into the courtroom, and on their website it says that phones must be turned off. So I phone off in my purse, and he said you cannot have a phone in this building. And I said your website says as long as it's turned off, it's fine. And they said that's true for every courtroom except the Bundy trial. And I said, well, I already knew that the law does not apply to the Bundys.
Yep.
So going to put my phone away so I can go back to the court.
Wow.
Thank you, Gina. That is exactly how it's. See, now we have new arrivals learning that everything we've reported to be absolutely accurate. The bias against us is absolutely everything we've been enduring.
So, there's some new information?
No, I just need to talk to you.
Okay. So
I'm going to go around the backside, see if I can see what kind of squads we got back there. I heard rumors.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring my people back there. I'll let you guys know.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye-bye. So I'm taking you guys to the backside. Let's walk and talk. My goodness. So yeah, the usual limitations that we endure, that we're used to from being here over and over again. Hey, you guys. But I think there's going to be some additional limitations or tightening up to make it a little bit more uncomfortable, to control us better. And if we go outside that scope, what I heard the DHS officer tell BJ Soper, and I'm only paraphrasing, was simply, oh, we got Neil here. We're live. Is that okay? Good morning. We got to get Hudson first. And then we got Neil here. Oh, we got pamphlets here for us.
See all these quotations from the founders and other important people.
Thank you, dear. See that passing out of information. So we're just live on Facebook. I'm going to go around to the back really quick to see what's back there. I hear there's teams. I don't know if it's true, and maybe they've already moved away because it's been a minute. Where was I though on this? The limitations being here, tightening down, controlling us. Oh, and I heard the DHS officer talk about staying within those guidelines, because even the property where we stay with the trees and the shade and everything, if there's an issue with any of those guidelines, we could be told to leave there. So lots of rules, lots of new rules being applied on us today. We're not anticipating any problems. Hello, ladies. Hello. Good morning. However, if paid agitators come about, or paid counter-protesters, Soros's groups, multiple groups come about, that would be a concern, because this was a huge national call-out with a huge response. Oh, my eyes are tearing up. So I just want to see what's over here on the backside, if anything. I don't see anything right now myself. And they're nervous. They're nervous like we're the bad guy nervous, though. But we're not. We've never misbehaved. We've been in compliance so that we can observe the court proceedings respectfully without shaking up the loved ones and family members that just want to get through these trials and court proceedings without dramatic events. Of course, they always want people here to show their support, and we have them here today. And I think those numbers are going to continue to grow here in less than an hour. I think we'll be filling up that courtroom, so I can't stay out here too long because I need to get up there early. The wind wind or something in the air. So yeah, I'm really not seeing anything back here where I would expect. Now, it could be patrol cars on the other side. You probably are having a hard time hearing me. There's nothing up on those stairways. The usual guards and security in this area, letting their cars in and out. This is also where they let the guys out or into. They come in speeding, though, with them. They're here already, though, right now. They came in hours ago. And then I've seen them come out speeding in convoys with the prisoners, our defendants, the P3. And they just speed all the way to Henderson. I'm almost to the next block, where sometimes I'm accustomed to seeing a line of law enforcement vehicles. What time is it? 8:09. Appreciate you guys joining me on the live feed. And gosh, we really do appreciate all those that traveled through the weekend, some just last night. It's amazing the sacrifice that so many made to be here. It was busy too this weekend. We were busy getting people coming after having Camp Liberty shut down. Nope, I don't see the usual line of vehicles that we usually see here. They usually are up and down this street for big crowds, but they may come later. Really, it's additional security, but not as much as I anticipated, at least at this hour. Certainly that can pick up. Certainly they could be inside just chillaxing until they get a call that something's wrong. And I'm not anticipating that call to happen. The only time I ever want to see them come out is if they're protecting us from those that intend to bring harm and agitate. Because that is not the intent here from the supporters and the supporters that have come all around this country to be here. These are peaceful demonstrations. We have never been racist, overly nationalist, people who respect our country and the meaning of our country. But and the values and morals and ethics and the guidelines provided by the Constitution are part of this movement. And patriots, which is being demonized, and it should not be demonized, because every American, even those that have immigrated to this country, should be a patriot of this nation. If you care for freedom and liberty, then you would care for this document. Too easy. And the quotes in the Founding Fathers, their notes. You know, but a court like this doesn't. It doesn't. And basically, they've got the general population so dumbed down, they don't even know what the Constitution is, because they're keeping out of everything. And they've been doing so for so long, we didn't even see it as parents of children and growing up in this great country. We were all asleep at the wheel, guys. This is the fault of all of us, allowing these cretins, these tyrants, these criminals to start rewiring this nation in such a way that it's becoming more and more communistic and socialistic, different types of forms of tyranny, multiple layers of tyranny. Unacceptable. So if you look up here, I mean, we're okay. I mean, we had more coverage from DASHS and Homeland Security. Hello, we're live. Good morning. There's Brand. We had more coverage by law enforcement, Metro, U.S. Marshals, and Homeland Security, DHS. So we have a normal amount out here right now, but I think they're definitely ready on the inside. So the crowd's already grown some more since we took a walk around the block. Let's see here, I gotta wipe my camera down, so hang on a second, guys. I can't see my own. There we go. So this crowd has grown significantly. Boom, there we go. Look at that with the police.
Crowd's building quickly.
Yes, it is. Did Andrea get here yet? Hi.
I have not seen her yet.
You haven't seen? Look at Jamie. Look at him. He's all shaved and cleaned up. He's changed his. Look at that smile. Jamie 2. Jamie 2.0. Got Robert here. All I want is a fair trial. Eric Parker. All I want is a fair trial. That's all any of us deserve. Am I correct? Guilty or not? Innocent until proven guilty. And every single person in this country should always be given a fair trial. But that is not how this injustice system is working. They are not working blindly. They are working with prejudice and bias against those they want to control, demonize, and criminalize and sell a false narrative for their global agenda. And that global agenda is hurting this nation. It's definitely infiltrated into the justice system, right? Our officers don't even know what to do because they get their orders about codes and things, whether it's constitutional or not. And they don't even really understand that, the oath that they took to the Constitution. Because a lot of times we raise our right hand to swear an oath to protect and serve the people. And then we get into the job in uniform, and we get all these other overreaching codes and laws that are unconstitutional. We don't even go back to the Constitution. We don't study it. We don't know that we're not serving the people, but instead we're only serving the government with top priority and with no priority given to we the people. Lots of supporters coming in. And there we go. Just drive-bys, saying hello. It looks like that could be Officer Jenkins. I'm not sure. Not totally sure. You guys can't see from here on camera, but it would be good that men and women in uniform start studying the Constitution to better understand that even though we swore an oath to protect and serve for the government, under the government as well, that we have to be able to disseminate or distinctly understand when there's foreign or domestic enemies within, and that serving the government is to serve we the people. But when the government is turning on its people, that we in uniform have an obligation and a duty to shut that down. We have to, as individuals, come together as brothers and sisters in uniform and turn our heels to immoral, unethical codes, violations of the people, and protect and serve the people. So if the government begins to act as the enemy, we can no longer serve a federal government that no longer serves its people. The government is now a non-representative government. I would be ashamed to be in my uniform if I was still in it today. I would not want to be in my uniform. Well, and it's because I have done my homework, my research, and I've come to understand that we have a non-representative government. Not just tyrannical, not just corrupt, but a non-representative government. And that is not a time to be in uniform. but a time to stand with we the people. To stand with we the people and tell the superiors in the government that they are wrong and this is unacceptable and that we're going to stand and serve and protect we the people. That is their duty. That is their actual duty when times are hard like now, when the government is no longer representing its people. That is their duty. But they'd have to know that. Michelle Arnett, hello, hello. Good to see you all. Will my mom be next? Oh my. Oh my. Okay, let's get this going. Sorry.
That is a huge action that we've all made, the sacrifice that we made. Let's get a show of hands. Who is from not Las Vegas here?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Look around.
Can we get those hands again?
And, I mean, that is awesome. Woo! That's amazing. Okay, not Las Vegas. I mean, lots of people, lots of states. The reason that we called this protest, whatever we want to call it, or
peaceful demonstration,
is because of what's taking place inside of that building does not reflect anything that our founders worked and died for to create this nation that we live in, that we're getting to survive in these days. Our fundamental value of due process is not taking place in there, and nobody knows about it. Nobody across this country has heard a word about this. We're in a media blackout. We haven't had a word said about the start of this trial. The media's told me, it's like, well, we're waiting for it to ramp up. I told him, I said, it's going to be closing arguments in a day or so. You got to get here. Anyhow, our goal here today is to only bring attention to what is happening inside of here. Because it is not just about Eric and Stephen and Scott and Ricky. It's about everything that's taking place in there is going to affect all of us at some point. Due process is not being allowed. People are being denied the ability to defend themselves, which is a fundamental value of being an American, basically. So the goal here is to fill that courtroom. Everybody that's here, if you're going in, be an observer. Come out and report and tell people what you saw take place. Tell your neighbor, tell your family. The common theme that we've witnessed is when you go to tell somebody what has taken place, they're like, man, that doesn't make any sense. How can that be? Well, we have to explain to them that is what is taking place and that is what is happening. So today we're going to have a tea party, just like they did in 1774. We're going to let these people know inside that the American people are outraged at what's taking place inside of our building. That is our building. That is funded by our dollars. That is funded by our votes. That is funded by everything that comes from us, because the power always has lied with us. It starts with us and it ends with us. And they're trying to take that away from us. The outrage right here from all of us needs to be expressed into what's taking place inside that building. So,
not towards each other. What
we want to do is to align everybody in our mission today. Is we're going to have a group prayer before everybody goes up into the court. I know more people are coming, so don't feel bad that if there's nobody out here. Filling that courtroom is the most important thing that we can do today. Okay? So Corey Chappelle, he's from Idaho, from Nampa, Idaho. He's friends with Eric and Scott, and Stephen, and all these guys. We've all stood together at many places across this country, trying to help our neighbor. He's going to give us a prayer. So if we can take a moment, bow our heads,
join us in prayer, please.
Listen to Gloria here.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for coming here today. We're grateful for all these wonderful people who have great hearts. We need more people like this in our great country willing to do this. And we know You will bring them to us. We love You. We thank You for our blessings. We ask that You will protect us, give us strength, give us love in our hearts, and give us the fight that we need to make this happen. We're grateful for, once again, all the people here. Go with us, be with us, help us to make the right decisions. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. All right. Again, thank you guys for being here. Fill that courtroom. Fill that courtroom and let that judge know that the actions that she's allowing to happen inside of our room are not acceptable. Okay? Show our friends and family strength that we're all out here for them. give them the courage to stand strong and tell the truth when they're on the stand. And again, pray to God that justice and due process is served, that we get some sense of justice. So, thank you guys.
Thank you, BJ.
We're going to plan on being out here until at least lunch break, so that at lunch break, everybody that's inside can come join us as well.
Roger that. We'll be here.
Okay.
Amen. Thank you very much, BJ. Awesome.
Hey, all right. Awesome. Thank you.
And when I asked for tea, I got this. So
Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. This is what it's about. This is community coming together. These are Americans coming together. Yes, and patriots, and it's not a dirty word. And we are peaceful people. But we are frustrated and agitated and upset, rightfully and righteously, principled with integrity, but peacefully. We are upset, and it is time to notify our federal government in all forms, all branches, judicial, legislative, everything. We need to make sure that they understand we are not going to tolerate these secret tribunals and these unjust, unfair trials that the people have been witnessing for over a year and a half, both in Oregon State and Nevada, and any other state for that matter, because after what I have witnessed and some of the smaller local court events, hearings, and trials that I have sat through, what I have seen in other courts, all the way down to the local level, municipal, et cetera, they're making up different rules, their own rules that are unconstitutional, not fair. They're not making sure the defendants are informed of their rights. They are, in fact, violating their rights. And most people in the general population, they don't even know what the Constitution is either. They don't even know what their rights are. Most of the prisoners are in there with crimes that have no victims. It's always a state or the federal government that claims to be the victim. Not always, but oftentimes. A huge percentage are locking up everyday American people who just have every right to make adult decisions and have harmed no one in doing so. We have gone too far in pressing for laws under the guise of safety. We all knew it was going too far. I remember years ago people talking about individual safety and responsibility and how the federal government doesn't have a say in that. But every time someone dies from some accident that could have been prevented, they make a law which takes your rights away. That is not the way a republic behaves. And we have let it get to this point, to the point where it's no longer anything to do with our safety. It's anything but our safety. And the red tape of the bureaucracy needs to be cut. If they're going to drain the swamp, they need to drain it quicker. If they're going to cut the red tape and make positive change in this country, they don't need to enforce and militarize law enforcement that is already systemically out of control. They need to retrain them to serve we the people. Our politicians need to be retrained to serve we the people instead of taking, let the wind stop, taking bribes. Instead of taking bribes, instead of allocating money wrongfully or reallocating it, abuse and fraud in the government. He knows a little bit about government that perpetrates abuse and fraud with our monies and our allocation dollars, correct? You know a little bit about that?
Kate Brown, yeah. Kate Brown's her name.
In Oregon State. And he ran against her for governor. And he definitely should have been in that seat to bring back justice into his state, to bring back righteous laws, correct, for the people, to serve the people, not himself.
Constitutional government.
We need a constitutional government. Government isn't a bad thing as long as it stays within its limitations.
That's right.
And truly serves the people.
That's right.
That's it.
We the people.
We the people. And that is what we all need to be outraged about. That's what this is about. This isn't about racism. This isn't about other cultures and religions. This is about liberty and freedom for us all. That is why that engineered divide, those false narratives about racism, and this movement being participating with racist groups or the KKK is false. We are not racist or anti-religious of any religion. We are here to fight against a government that has significantly overreached and abused its people, that has become so corrupt and out of control, that it is locking up its people, criminalizing its people wrongfully, without cause, and without fair trial. You have got to get out there. If you're not here, you've got to get out there and fight this locally too. We have a lot of places and a lot of plights throughout this nation that need you. We all have problems throughout this nation now. It is infiltrated completely. And I have fully lost confidence in the current system of our government because it is not, again, it is not serving we the people. I'll end on that note for right now. I'll update you guys later as soon as I can. You guys take care. Have a good morning. Please stay prayerful for this. We have no idea what's going to happen in there today.